Greetings. Hey, it's Susie Jervich. I'm back in my office, and as you can see, I work out of an RV. The house I'm at is awesome, but I love working out here, and it's just so much fun. So, thank you for joining me. I'm an Akashic reader, and I work with different people on coming up with better strategies for living their best life now. And sometimes they come to me if they're feeling like they've got some things going on and just curious, kind of like about what I do. And so I'm open to all of that. Anyway, today, Mondays are basically my day where I do all my coaching, and actually, this is where I'm a student. So on Monday mornings, and early Monday, I am a student, and so I'm kind of like supercharged. And while I was in one of my classes, I was kind of micromanaging as I always do, but I was FaceTiming my friends in Houston and my coach. And I also had some time to actually, while I was on the computer FaceTiming, I was actually creating a blog. And I really want to share about that experience because as I am beginning to open up more about the work that I do and the spiritual gifts that have presented to me in this lifetime, I really need to cement and anchor in that energy and be real proud of what I'm able to do. Now, I can say I have a deep passion for doing the Akashic readings, and it was quite a process for me to move through the energies that it requires to do this work. And so I'm definitely on the other side and really love the work that I do with other people. And I'll tell you what I love about it is that as I'm working with somebody on their own personal things that they're seeking to uncover, what I find is that because I'm there, at that moment of discovery, and sometimes it's through my sharing or the visualizations I get, I'm actually in God present to another person's deeper understanding. And what I find is like when one person has a deeper understanding or some new awareness, we all benefit. We're all together in this. So I am just profoundly moved and love all these different experiences that I've had with doing Akashic readings with others. Okay, so going back to coaching day. So I'm on my blog and I'm like, okay, I'm going to create this blog now. And all of us, we do need to market ourselves so people know exactly what we do. And I was like going, okay, what am I going to say? I mean, what I do is highly mysterious and kind of mystical. We make it fun though too. Anyway, so I want to just kind of read you what I did this morning. It's really short. It's just a little bit of writing that I did. Anyway, but just so this is a really good, tip for all of us is when we have a coaching experience or a lesson from a really great teacher that we respect, and then we're kind of called to do some effective action. I mean, sometimes like for people that are out there creating, they're creating and creating, but never implementing. So when I do my Akashic reading or anything in my life, I have a creation, an idea, and a concept, and then I begin typing it. I begin really giving life to it, breathing new life into it, and then I actually take that and run with it. So I move from creation to implementation to going into it. And so this is kind of what I'm doing. And this is what's cool about the Akashic reading is I get to help others do this too. And so it's real exciting. But this is what I wrote. And so just let me read from a piece of paper. It's like class teachers. Okay, so it just says, this is an Akashic reading by me, and it's about the top three subjects that I find is showing up almost in every single question that I get. Okay. And it's basically about creating abundance in your life, basically having more cha-ching. Abundance can also be abundance of creativity, abundance of ideas, abundance and flow of more friends. So abundance can show up in different ways. But what I really find is that when people say I want more abundance, it kind of comes down to the money. So I'm really direct there. Also about seeking a new partner or enhancing a partner that you already have, just making that relationship a little bit better. There's always wiggle room to make it a little bit better. So the second one is about relationship. And the third one is about opening to more energy and vitality. And basically that's going into the body. So we've got three subjects, which is abundance, but it's really money. And the next one is relationships. And the next one is health. All right, so this is what I wrote in my blog. I'm so stoked. I am passionate. I'm passionate about my work with helping others through the resource of tapping into the Akashic records. I am, I affirm, I am a time traveler in search of the initial cause of the present moment concern for my clients. Okay. And so when I thought about that, I was thinking about my kids because my son is going to have a birthday tomorrow. My daughter's is like next week. Anyway, I was thinking about the kids, and then I was like thinking, oh, the places you go. So then I had to go do a Dr. Seuss quote. It says, oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with the ball will make you the winningest winner of all. So that's Dr. Seuss. Anyway, so I thought that was cute. Then it go on to say, my resources draw in the particular point of origin, i.e., the past life and or the specific timeline, and that is where the story really begins. And I can tell you that it's very spectacular. So what I'm saying by doing that is a person has a concern in this present moment. Okay, when I go into the records, I go right directly to the cause, what created the effect that's going on or the concern today. I go back into another direction or point here or point here to find the initial cause. Okay. And that's how I work with my folks. And then it's so sweet. And the profound information that comes through will inform the Akashic reading what comes next. So whenever we do this, we go into the reading, I really don't have a plan. It's kind of like I'm showing up for work and I don't have my suit. I don't have my purse. I don't have a pen. I don't have a notebook. I don't even have my computer. But with the reading, what happens is when you go into it, you get in there and it gets all juicy, and then you find out which direction you're going to go. And so I'm like a kid. I'm totally curious all the time. When I'm working with people, I'm doing readings. Half of it, I just love it because I'm like, I know it's going to come out of my mouth and it's in my visual and it's in my awareness. But for the life of me, every time I sit down to do a reading, I'm like, kind of like wondering, like, I wonder if I'm going to, I wonder if, I'm going to get anything, but it's like clockwork. It's just bam. Okay. But I just absolutely love it because as a curious little kid, and for everybody knows I'm youthing, and the younger I get, the more curious I get. And then I want to like see everything. And a lot of the visuals I get, it comes in as a block of information first. And then I go into the point where the initial cause of the effect in present life, and I go to the place where it started. And that's pretty awesome. Now, speaking about you thing, yesterday I was talking about my fun medicinal stuff that I do. So I'm all about what's next. I'm curious if I make this concoction here and drink it, and wonder what could happen to me. So this is freshly made. Let me shake it up. It's got some stuff at the bottom, kind of leaking a little bit. So what this is another little fun thing. So we talked about the three different subjects: the relationship, money, and health. Okay. And when it really comes down to it, whenever I do a reading, it ultimately comes down to what we call the physical self. Okay. It may come in guised in a story of relationship or guised in money or something like that. But when it comes down to it, comes into our physical reality. So I'm really more so focused now more than ever about my body and what do I do? What do I put in my body? How do I love myself? Because I love myself completely. And what can I do to enhance a you thing? I call it youth. This is my new word, you thing, is that we really just love the body so much so that we're curious, what can we do to increase a better environment? And of course, the cells respond to everything that we say and what we offer. So I'm always talking to myself in a loving way. And I'm kind of like, the Pied Piper, sometimes I may be feeling something in the body and then I'll be like playing my little doo-wopper and you'll be like Pied Piper. And then all the cells kind of like, they're like, okay, we're going to go this way now. yesterday it was like that way. Now we're going to go this way. So they all come together and then we are in alignment. Okay. So alignment is huge with the body. So when we're doing the Akashic records, people come to me because something is out of alignment with their body. Okay. They may feel like it's out of alignment. They may not even use the words out of alignment. They may just say something's missing. I don't like my job, or, I'm married to the wrong person, or I want to be married to a person, or, or, um, you know, or there might be a loss, maybe a friend died, or beloved pet, that passed away. So we like to get down to it and feel into the body what's going on. So back to my little concoction here. I am from Texas. This ain't no moonshine, though. So I just created this, and a little bit ago, I took about a piece of ginger about that big, and I shredded it and steeped it in some water for about 20 minutes, and then I let it sit, and then I put it in here, put some good water in it, and also some fresh squeezed organic lemons. And I'm real generous with the lemons. So this right here will be my goal to drink it today. I drink other things too, just plain water. Um, this is pretty power packed, and at first I thought the ginger was kind of too much, and then I thought, like, I think I'm gonna do this because I'm called to play with the ginger root. The ginger root kind of was calling me. Anyway, so going just back to the Akashic Record. So thanks for letting me talk a little bit about my blog and, share that, because that felt really good to really have a intention and then sit with it. It took me a little bit of time to sit with and like find the right words to express what I do best. And basically, it's having a passion for doing the readings, having a passion working for people, and then having a passion working through the subject matter. Whether it's looking for a relationship, more love in your life. I mean, I need more love. I think we all need more love, and then of course more abundance, more prosperity. I mean, who's going to deny that, hey, I'm willing to receive that prosperity and abundance. And about health, hey, I am alive. I love my body. My cells respond to what I'm asking for in this moment, and I am so thankful. And I respond by giving it beautiful, colorful food and wonderful water, filling myself up with more and more water. Just is so delicious. And yesterday I did a video talking about my skin on my face, and I've been really working on creating a more healthy tone to my skin tone, and I kept calling it doughy yesterday. What I meant was dewy, like kind of like dew. Anyway, so sometimes I'm talking and I'm just like kind of like whoa, kind of in outer space a little bit. Um, and then basically, again, going over how I work is, so I call it time traveling. But when somebody talks to me and they tell me what they're experiencing now, they are wanting some answers to that, then that's kind of like a result or an effect of something. And then through the records, I go right to that location that I'm informed to go to. Now this just comes in, so I don't even know where it's coming from, but it's coming in. Okay. And then I go back to that place where the initial cause occurred, creating a blom, 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 just falling in. It might have been in this lifetime, another one, or another one, or another one. So it goes back in time. And so from there, we do the work. We take a look at it, and I'm kind of a spokesperson for this beautiful energy, just directly from source, and see what comes up from that. And it is my pleasure and my passion to do this work. And I'm thankful for everybody who's listening to this. If you would like to have an Akashic reading, I can do it by FaceTime. A lot of my appointments are FaceTime. I am traveling these days. And I'm presently in Arizona. I was in Nevada. I was in Texas. So I'm kind of, I'm not saying I'm like some kind of a tour. I'm just kind of like saying, I move around. I'm what you might call a modern day traveler. Anyway, just contact me the best you can. We'll set you up an appointment if you have a curiosity. You have one question when you come to the appointment, and then from there we'll have a beautiful experience and see what shows up for you. May you have a beautiful day, and may you be blessed.